We are brought to you today by Kai CBD, a Las Vegas-based health and wellness brand that crafts a full-spectrum CBD hemp-derived product line. Made with 100% love, the brand was created by a 20-year licensed massage therapist for her husband who suffers from chronic pain. Healing is what Kai lives for. Head over to their Facebook or Instagram and mention Pop Culture Corner to receive 10% off your order of all or any of their CBD-derived product line. Guys, their website is in the works. Head over to their Facebook or Instagram. The links are in the description below. Mention Pop Culture Corner and get 10% off. This ad is an easy one for me. Easy, as I use the products myself. They are wonderful. So head over, mention Pop Culture Corner, and get 10% off your order of all orders forever. We are brought to you today by Showcase Cinemas Deluxe. Right now, Mortal Kombat is in theaters, and we were live from inside the theater for all-day coverage of the film on April 23rd. Make sure to get out and support your local theaters now. See these larger-than-life movies the way they were intended, on the largest screen possible. Showcase offers X+, which is their large premium format theater. Not only do you see and hear the film, but you become a part of it as well. Find out where your local Showcase Cinemas is by heading to their website, www.showcasecinemas.com. Again, that's www.showcasecinemas.com, or by clicking the link in the description below. Remember, be Showcase safe. Showcase has implemented several protocols to ensure that your focus remains on the film, not on the pandemic, including new ventilation systems in each theater to ensure proper airflow, sanitizer on every wall, and so much more. Enjoy the movie the way it was meant to be, with a night out to the theater. Well. The final episode of TY's Corner is here. It's a little bit sad. But I figured why not? Why not host it tonight since it's the final one? Well, the final one in this kind of scenario. So, Jivin With Jack, the show that will now feature Jack and Austin, will be taking over the Tuesday and Thursday night slot. So I told him to sit this one out, and I'll host the last one because it's got my name in it. Probably should. But before we get into all that, make sure that you smash that like button. Smash it. Don't tap. Don't touch gently. Don't caress it. Smash it. Break your keyboard. And make sure that you hit it very hard, so that I can feel it as well. Subscribe to the channel. And consider becoming a patron. It's only $5 a month to get access to a bunch of exclusives. I don't want to name them all right now, but because I have so much to do in the beginning of this one. Welcome some new people. So new subscribers. I'll go through them now. Ryan Hartwell, Mask of Shy, TOV. I wonder if that's a wordplay. Susu Faki. I love that name. Alina A. Sobat Himat. Go Action. And then we have Just Dawn. I love that one. Lakshman Ram. Love that guy. Ashley Jones. And then Madeline Vidala. She's amazing. She's pretty good. She's pretty cool. But yeah. And then we have our members, the greatest people on the planet. Caden Reed, Odd, Nick DePalma, that one, Carlos. Josh Robertson, Joey B, Billy Robert, Adam Silvestri, Sean Adam, Susana SIDERI, and Ruben K.S. Rivera. Ruben is the newest member of the Pop Culture Corner. We want to thank you so much. That's number 11. I'm super happy. We've not only hit our goal, but we broke the goal at this point. So I'm super, super happy about that. What is up, Tuscan? What's up, Cam? Hello, Madeline. Sir Nerdalot. Adam. I saw Billy in there. Nick. Where did Billy go? I definitely saw him earlier. There he is. Hi, Billy. And we'll see some faces later on. But yes, get in the comments and engage with me. This is an open forum. If you have any topics that you'd like to talk about or you'd like to engage with me on, definitely bring them up. We don't have really a structure tonight. We're just gonna go. And I'll bring some stuff up. You bring some stuff up. It'll be a symbiotic kind of relationship. But while you think of yours, I have some that are ready to go. So coming out, I did a little video. This morning about okay, people are calling it a merger. And I wouldn't necessarily call it a merger. It looks like it's an acquisition from Discovery, and they're with AT&T. And AT&T, that would include everybody. That would be everything down below, but below of AT&T, which includes CNN, TBS, TNT, HGTV, Food Network, HBOmax, Warner Brothers, DC Films, like everything under the sun is under that. So that's going to be a wild company. That's going to be, I mean, listen, they were big before. They were definitely big before, but this is unlike anything I've seen around the entertainment industry. What do you guys think? Do you think this is going to potentially be the final domino? A lot of people are looking at this like it's what we needed for the Snyderverse to be restored. As you said, so I wrote a couple things down. Where's my little topic paper? So David Zasloff, I really don't know how to say his last name, by the way. Just pretending. So Zasloff really was hard about mending relationships. And I like hearing him say that because whose relationship are we most invested in? Well, Mr. Snyder. Mr. Snyder definitely got the ass end of a broad deal. And, the company that he gave his career to, his life to, turned on him at the end. And that wasn't cool. That's not what a studio should do. If you're trying to be a director's studio, you don't want to turn your back on the director, right? You don't want to do that. That's not a good look. That's not what Warner Brothers was built on. What's up, Raging Entertainment? And Kenneth, what's up, man? I saw me on Poindexter's Lounge channel a few days ago. Well, hello. Yeah, I'm very glad to have you here, man. Always love seeing new faces. But yeah, so that if you're Warner Brothers, that's really not what you want to do. That's not what you want to do. That's not how you want to handle the talent, if you will. So when you hear him talk about mending bridges and mending relationships, that sounds really cool, because could this be what we needed to get the Snyderverse restored? Is this what actually did HBO Max have to fail a little bit for us to get what we needed, to get what we want? Well, it seems like that. So, as we can all agree, HBO Max was not the success that they tried to say it was. Now we're basically seeing that $43 billion. I think it was. Yeah, $43 billion is what Discovery is paying. That includes some debt that AT&T had acquired, or Warner Media had acquired. And it looks like Warner Media will be dissolved entirely. I don't know. And you know what that means as well, as the contracts that Warner Media also signed are now going to most likely be null and void. Jason Kylar, which I'm a huge fan of, is on his way out. I am a fan of Jason Kylar, but it doesn't seem like he was doing the job that he needed to do. From another perspective, I can see why some people don't like him, but I do. I just don't think he got the chance. It was a long 3 years. It was a 3 years where he was trying to fix something that was very, very broken. And it was broken from the start. So HBO Max had never been able to compete globally amongst. I mean, you look at Disney Plus's numbers, you look at Netflix's numbers, you look at Hulu's numbers. I mean, you look at all these other streaming services, and the reason that they're so good and so wide, Amazon Prime's another one, is because they're global. They're not limited to just a domestic market. And HBO Max was very limited. So it limits how many people that you can have subscribed. It's very simple math. And yeah, so I mean, it's just bad. It's just bad. So who knows? Who would you guys like to see come in? Who would you guys like to run the next iteration of Discovery Max? Or, well, what would you call it? What would you call it? Discovery Max or HBO Plus, HBOvery. HBOvery. I submit that one. I'm submitting HBOvery for for my submission is HBOvery. Yes. Hi Cameron. Aim for 25 next. Yes. What's up, Raging Entertainment? Cameron says, okay, so I'm a little disappointed that Jay Oliver won't be directing Injustice. Yes. I'm a huge Jay Oliver fan. I am. I follow him on almost every of the social medias. I am a huge Jay Oliver fan, and he has done so much for DC. And I would have loved to have him do Injustice. Definitely the best choice. Smash that like button. Thank you, Sir Nerdalot. Food Network was on Discovery Plus already, though. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I don't have, I think I have Discovery Plus, but I don't use it too much. Discovery has been around since 1985. I believe it's a good idea. Yeah, I believe it's a good idea, too. I never took Discovery as a company seriously, honestly. I don't know much about them. Well, Discovery's got so much. You'd be really surprised. And they got Shark Week. I would say Discovery has some great nature shows, but that's what we know them for. I still don't really get what's happening with this. Like, I need someone to explain it to me like I'm stupid. All right. Well, here's the deal. Discovery is a separate entity. It's a separate entity. And they're taking $43 billion, and they've been in negotiations for a really long time. Probably I would say a deal like this has had to be in the works for months. And they are combined. So that's why it's hard to call it a merger. But you know what? Let's do this. So I will bring up this and we'll read it together. 1 second. Sorry about the there we go. So here we are. Let me get the comments out of the way. By the way, let me know in the comments. Are you excited for Jivin With Jack? I was doing I was editing a couple skits that he did. Man, they're hilarious. And it's going to be a really funny show. And I suggest that you all tune in. But yeah, so here we are. So AT&T is signing a $43 billion deal to combine media business with Discovery. Telecom giant AT&T on Monday announced a deal to spin off its content unit, Warner Media, and merge it with Discovery, creating a massive studio that could compete with streaming rivals Netflix and Disney. Again, we talked about this already. I don't think merger is the best word, but they do need to compete with the Netflixes and the Disneys, because the HBO Max, Warner Media has made it so that HBO Max has not been able to go global yet. And they're losing a lot of money because they're not allowing that. I mean, you're limiting your subscriber base. And as a streaming service, limiting the amount of people that can subscribe to your service is going to murder you. It's just a simple addition. The two companies said AT&T will receive $43 billion in a mix of cash, debt, and Warner Media's retention of certain debt for the deal. Current AT&T shareholders will receive stock representing 71% of the newly formed company. So guys, what that means is if I had 20 shares of Warner Media stock, I will get 71% of each one stock. So if I have 20 stocks of Warner Media, they're not going to just kick me to the curb because it doesn't exist anymore. They're giving me 71%. So let's call it $1. If each stock was $1, they're going to give me 71 cents to that dollar for each stock that I have. So if you have 1 million shares of Warner Media, you're going to get so on and so forth. You know how that works. So they're not going to leave you high and dry, but they're not going to give you direct trade-in. That's usually not how it works. If a company goes bankrupt and another company buys the other one out, then you get zero. But that's not how this is. When companies come together like this, the shareholders are owed something because the company was acquired rather than went bankrupt. So there's still money so AT&T and Warner Media are still worth money, right? So it didn't go bankrupt. Although for all intents and purposes, let's just say it did. But yeah, so the shareholders will get that. So that's good. I have some stock in AT&T, so that's why that means a lot to me. So while Discovery shareholders will control 29%, the joint announcement said, Warner Media, which was known as Warner Brothers when it was acquired by AT&T through the purchase of Time Warner in 2018 for $109 billion goddamn dollars, includes CNN, HBO, as well as cable channels TNT and TBS. Discovery focuses more on reality-focused TV channels such as Food Network and HGTV. This could create a new media behemoth valued around $150 billion. It's the latest example of consolidation in the media industry as the once colossal company struggles to adjust to a new consumer demand. As more Americans cut their cable subscriptions and opt for streaming, the combination of Warner Media and Discovery might set the merged company up to better compete with established streaming players, Netflix and Disney. And that's crazy because Disney's brand new. So like that's the craziest part. It's like if you look at the two companies, if you look at Disney and then you look at Warner Media, not only in the film aspect, but in the streaming aspect now, Disney just wipes the floor with them. I think Disney has like 103 million subscribers now already within the 3 years that they've been up and running. And then HBOmax, who is only domestic, has a fraction of that number. It's because you're not global. It goes back to that every single time. Every single time. Because you are limiting, again, I can't stress this enough, you're limiting the amount of people, right? It's just a law of average. That's plain and simple. You did not roll out a global app rollout quick enough. There it is. I solved your issue. You lacked the fortitude and the motivation to get that out there. So you lost, and now you're paying the price. That's just what it is. Do you guys think Toby Emmerich is still going to be out? I do. I hope. So let me know in the comments. Do you guys think Toby's going to be out still? Because I'm really like I'm hoping he's gone, but then we still have Walter Hamada. I don't think Ann Sarnoff really plays a part in this. I don't think she's a threat to the Snyderverse, but our best friend could be David Zaslav. Zaslav. I think that the conversation's already happening. I really do. I think Zach is already talking to this guy because this guy basically comes out and mentions. So what was nice is that he comes out and in his announcement to whatever, CNBC or whatever it was, one of those business channels that like 10 people watch. So he says the first 3 IPs that he mentions are Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. So those, whether we want to like correlate this to mean anything, Those are the first 3 IPs on his mind. The first 3 that come out of his mouth are Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Okay? And again, I've said this before, but the problem again with Warner Brothers was that they promised all this stuff and they didn't deliver on it. They would promise you a New Gods movie. They're promising a Batgirl movie. They're promising you this, that, this, and the other thing, but they were never delivering on it. It was like, all right, well, this one's canceled. We've actually got this one in the works now. And it was just like, it was always just an announcement. Nothing ever was in production. And yes, it was greenlit but people tend to think that greenlit correlates with being made currently. That's not what that means. Being greenlit means that, okay, the studio has greenlit you to start working on the scripts, start working on all this stuff. So no, they were just making all these announcements like, yep, this is coming, this is coming, this is coming, this is coming. Oh, don't worry, it's all coming. Everything was always coming, and it never came. That's the problem. In 3 years, what do they have to show for it? They have the Snyder Cut. That's what you have. You have the Joker and you have the Snyder Cut. And now we find out that the Snyder Cut was a success, that it was, in fact, a success. And the Joker was obviously $1 billion film, but Warner Brothers did not get $1 billion because Walter Hamada and the chiefs at Warner Brothers decided that they didn't think that this was going to be worth it, and they sold off shit that they shouldn't have sold off. Therefore, you want to call Joker $1 billion, but it was Warner Brothers did not make $1 billion. So it's not $1 billion film. Yeah, $1 billion box office, but the return investment for Warner Brothers is far less than that. So, I mean, it is what it is. Again, but the Snyder Cut, you had it going for you, and you basically looked at us as fans and you spit in our faces. We told you very clearly, Warner Brothers, when you touted this multiverse to us, that our Superman was Henry Cavill, our Batman was Ben Affleck, our Wonder Woman is Gal Gadot, but not that 84 movie. I don't know what that was, but we told you these things and you decided not to listen. You decided that yes, the multiverse can exist, but no, Snyder fans, your multiverse, your Earth cannot exist because we have Robert Pattinson's Batman coming out. Even though we told you that every fan would have his hero or her heroine, or his heroine and her hero. You said that. But when it came to the Snyderverse, you got greedy and you got very stingy. So no, I am not going to back you, and I cannot wait for them to restore the Snyderverse. And it makes billions of dollars wherever it goes, whether it's on Discover, what did I call it? HBOvery, whether it goes to HBOvery or it goes to films, it's gonna kill in the box office or on streaming numbers, and you're gonna look like an idiot. Let's get this hashtag going, by the way. Let's make Warner Brothers great again. Let's make them great again. Okay? Let's make them great again. We'll get back to this. However, I do have a lot to talk about today. I will stop sharing my screen so you can see my pretty face. But yes, so I have a couple things that I would like to get into. Speaking of that Batgirl movie, in an interview, was it Variety? No, I don't remember who it was with. But the guys that did Bad Boys Forever or Bad Boys for Life, I almost said Forever, are in line to helm DC's Batgirl for HBOmax or HBOvery, I should say, wherever it becomes. I really liked. Let me know in the comments, guys. Did you like Bad Boys for Life? I thought it was fantastic. I really did. I thought it was fantastic. I loved Bad Boys for Life. I'm a huge Will Smith fan, and I'm such a huge Bad Boys fan. So I'm all about this. Speaking of Batgirl, okay, I see what you're saying there. Can't use that hashtag. It's too Trumpy. Yeah, you're right. When you're right, you're right. What's up, ill life? Not to mention all the money Toby lost blocking Snyder Cut from theaters. You preach, baby, preach. Sir Nerdalot says, sounds like everyone should be out. I can't agree with you anymore. Whenever the CEO is, he's best friends with Toby. Oh, I did not know that. Zucker. Who's Zucker? I don't know who Zucker is. Zuckerberg? Mark Zuckerberg? He's an alien. Speaking of aliens, we have another story later on to talk about. But yeah, so hey, listen, Adil El Arbi and Bilal Falah to helm DC's Batgirl for HBO Max. Guys, what do you think in the comments? Do you think this is a good choice? Do you think that the Bad Boys for Life directors, the directing combo, can handle a Batgirl film for DC? Will this movie actually ever come to fruition? It was famous for being originally a Joss Whedon film. And he was going to direct it after he sucked on Jeff Johns. Whoa. After he got Jeff Johns to let him be a part of DC. Sorry, I don't know where I went with that one. But yeah, so Joss Whedon was gonna do it, but he's a toting douchebag, so he's out. He's out on that one. But listen, I'm all about this. I'm all about this stuff. I would love to see a Batgirl I would love to see a Batgirl film. But she has to be Batgirl. I knew Titans. Speaking of Titans, I have a lot to get into with Titans because I'm a huge Titans fan. And rumor has it, season 3 debuting soon. I'll let you know when. But Titans is doing a well into her career Barbara Gordon. She's been Batgirl. She's been through the Killing Joke events where the Joker shoots her and paralyzes her. And she is now commissioner of the GCPD. But that's where Titans is taking it. But I think it would be cool to get a Batgirl movie that we see her origins and but who would play Bruce Wayne? Would this be a Joker style film where it doesn't take place in any DCEU proper or even a multiverse version where it could exist somewhat if there was some sort of crossover? Or could this just be something completely separate like Joker, etc.? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Who would you have play Barbara Gordon in a Batgirl film? Let me know in the comments, guys. Let me know, my culture comrades. Zaslav shouted out Toby. You know that this is going to be that stupid girl from Birds of Prey. What? What do you mean? What are you talking about? What does that mean? You know that this is going to be that stupid girl from Birds of Prey. What are you saying? If Snyder isn't at least attached producing or something, I can't get excited for any Batgirl movie. The only way we are getting real badass Batgirl is Snyderverse. Otherwise, will be Burnside bullshit. Listen, I would be so on board with a Ben Affleck family Bat family. I said that backwards. Sorry. I would be so on board with a Batgirl in Ben's Bat family. And if Zach was producing it, oh my God. Where's my wallet? Take it. Take it. Just take it. Take all the money. Take them all. Take it all. Yeah, get me Zack Snyder on it. Get me him producing, and I'm all about it. All about it. And I would love that. Did you guys see the girl that's playing Barbara in Titans? She's an actual I just got something in my mouth. She's an actual paraplegic, so she's only got one leg, one actual like physical leg, and then she has a prosthetic leg. And she would she's going to be playing like the older Barbara Gordon, who like is the commissioner of GCPD. So cringy. The Asian chick who plays Cassandra in Birds of Prey. Yeah, but what are you referring that to? She's not going to be Barbara Gordon. I'm just. Oh wait, you said something else. She's the cousin of Trainer Tips, the Pokemon Go YouTuber, that actress who played Cassandra Cain. And let me tell you, that was no. I agree completely. I did not like that girl as Cassandra Cain. That was nothing like what I know to be Cassandra Cain. It wasn't. And that was sucked because that was not Cassandra Cain they just wanted to be politically correct, and they wanted to do like the identity politics and like the SJW, please all those people. I mean, it was a female-led film, so you had to throw some diversity in there anywhere you could. It was all over the place, Birds of Prey. I enjoyed it for what it was, but did I love it? No, I did not. Margot Robbie, amazing. I think Julia Smollett, who played Black Canary, I think she killed it. But for other than that, I mean the lady who played the cop, what was her name? She was good too, but her voice kind of gets under my skin a little bit. So and yes, in life we'd all be making it rain on Warner Brothers. I saw a Discovery card too, I think. What? That is the Batgirl they'll use, I guarantee you. Oh, something like that. They'll say they're doing Barbara until all of a sudden they aren't. Okay, I see what you're saying now. But yeah, guys. But Batgirl, let me know in the comments what you think. Who do you want to play her? I have something that I really want to talk about. I really do want to talk about. It'll split up what I need, what the actual like topics I have for you today. But guys, this one is close to my heart, as you know. Will the summer blockbuster bring back audiences to the theaters? Do you guys think that summer blockbusters are going to help get asses in seats, basically? Movies like Fast and Furious, The Eternals. Like, do you think that these big ensemble movies... Oh, you saw a Discover card. I see what you're saying. But do you guys think that the summer blockbuster is going to help us get back into the swing of things for the cinemas? This is a cool little article. I do suggest you read it. I will read like a little excerpt from it. I'm just going to read the first couple paragraphs, but I do recommend that you read it. What's up, DC Talk with Extended? I have something to do for you, I believe. 1 second. I will read the article. Why isn't it letting me make you? All right, DC, stay there for a minute. I just gotta read some stuff. I gotta do this. I gotta do this first. Okay, so, but yeah, check this out. Let's check the full article out on Variety. In the past 8 Fast and oh my god, that sounds ridiculous. In the past 8 Fast and Furious installments, Vin Diesel. Oh my god, I can't believe I just said that. Vin Diesel has defied gravity and the rules of the road as street racer Dom Toretto, but his next lap may prove to be his most arduous. Can he help restore a sense of normalcy to the movie theater business? This summer will prove to be a litmus test for the future of movies in more ways than one. As a result of COVID, it's been a turbulent year for films, culminating in seismic shifts in the way movies are released. Studios have shrunk the theatrical window and embraced streaming, even for some of their blockbusters. Yet Hollywood hasn't fully witnessed how its industry-changing decision will play out in the real world. Well, I'll tell you, it's not great. It's not great. Enter this year's summer slate. Studios and cinema owners won't just be waiting anxiously for opening weekend results for would-be hits such as Fast 9, Black Widow, In the Heights. Come on. Let me know in the comments, guys. Are you guys going to see In the Heights? Come on. That movie looks god-awful. Tell me this. But whatever. They'll be meticulously taking notes on their performance as a way of gauging the direction of the film industry. Among the lessons to be learned, does making a movie available to stream the same day it debuts in theaters significantly hurt its box office grosses? What about when several high-profile films are playing in theaters at once? The stretch between May and August in any year is vital because it's amongst the most profitable for the film industry. It accounts for roughly 40% of annual revenues. Guys, that is a huge number. 40% of annual revenues, which can amount to as much as $4 billion. But that was when the world wasn't busy recovering from a life-altering pandemic with I'm having a tough time reading tonight. Catastrophic consequences. In 2020, cinemas were almost entirely shuttered for much of the summer as studios delayed nearly all of their major movies, with little to show aside from moldy X-Men spin-offs like New Mutants and the Christopher Nolan head-scratcher Tenet. Total box office revenues for the summer shrank to a meager $176 million, according to ComScore. Guys, what do you think? Do you think that this is going to help? Do you think that getting these summer blockbusters in theaters this summer is going to help get butts back in seats? I've been to several films since the pandemic started, and it's getting somewhat normal, but it's not 100% there. Not even close. Really isn't close. I haven't been to a sold out movie theater, and I couldn't even tell you the last time. I really couldn't tell you the last time I saw a legitimate sold out theater. And that's sad. That's sad. As you guys know, we work with Showcase Cinemas. And what we do is we go, by the way, DC Talk, I just got you as a thing again. But we work with Showcase Cinemas to try to help promote people getting back out to the theaters. Now, as cool as that opportunity was, without this pandemic, we probably wouldn't have had that opportunity with Showcase Cinemas. However, I want to see people back in the theaters. So we got to remember, if you're young, if you don't have any pre-existing conditions, if you're fully vaccinated, please go see these movies out in the theaters. Please do your part. Please. These theaters are struggling. They're struggling so bad, right? So, it's crazy. It's absolutely befuddles me. But we do not want to live in a world without a movie theater. Trust me, you don't. We got a little glimpse at it over last summer and throughout the year. We don't want to live in that world. It's not a fun one. It's not. It was a little bit easier because everything else was shut down too. So it was like kind of normal at to a certain degree. But we don't want to live in that world. All right. What's up, Ty? What's up, Ill Life? I think it will be slow incline, but hopefully by the time Dune hits theaters, we'll be popping. Sir Nerdalot, are you a big Dune fan? Yizzo! What up? Dune won't make more than 400 million. It will hit that number if it's Flames, but it's not an action movie by any means, and it's going to struggle at the box office, I feel. Yeah, that is one of those ones that could potentially be a sleeper, though. He says he's going to see Fast 9. I'm going to see it in theaters, too. There's no doubt about it. Let me know. Are you guys going to see, are you going to go see A Quiet Place 2 in theaters? I'm telling you, that's a movie you need to get out to the theater to see. It's one of those ones that you really, really, really need to go see at a theater. The essence alone of seeing a film like that relies so heavily on like background noises and anything but dialogue. It looks like this one will have a lot more dialogue than the first one, but a film like this is one of those ones that's just absolutely amazing in theaters. I highly recommend getting out to see A Quiet Place 2 when it does debut at the end of this month. We'll be at Showcase for it, and I hope you will be too, guys. Speaking of that, we will be right back. I have so many more topics for you today. Drop what you want to talk about in the comments below. I have a couple other topics. So I have Titans. We have Dave Filoni. And then we have a little bit more Snyder talk. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, but we do have to let the people that pay us get their time get their time in the sun. All right? Thank you. We are brought to you today by Smooth My Balls. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, are you sick of cutting yourself, nipping yourself with those old razors that you've used 412 different times? Well, Smooth My Balls has you covered. Your number one source for male grooming products. Dedicated to providing you the very best trimmers with an emphasis on service, friendliness, and overall good experiences. Smooth My Balls has come a long way from its beginnings in England. When they first started out, their passion was for male grooming. That drove them to start their own business and to find the best products suitable for easy grooming. You will thank me later, your privates will thank me later, and your partner will thank me later. because you're gonna be smooth as an egg. Trust me. Use code POP at checkout for 15% off your entire order. Limit one order per household per day. Guys, girls, get on it. Shave up. Get it. We are brought to you today by Bonk's Bar in Philadelphia. Bonk specializes in seafood and good times. If you're in the Philly area, make sure to stop by, and on Tuesdays, our resident producer Jack hosts trivia at the bar. Mention Pop Culture Corner to Jack and receive your first drink on the house. For more information about the menu or specials, visit the website for Bonks or their social media pages. All of the links are in the description below. This was an easy one, guys. Head out, support your local service industry. Go to Bonks, grab some seafood, some beer and wine, play some trivia, and have a good time. Alrighty. I am back. What is going on? So check this out. I think it's very deserving. I think it's it's a good sign. But Dave Filoni, officially an executive creative director at Lucasfilms. Finally, right? Guys, let me know in the comments. Are you excited about this? I'm really excited about it. Again, I'm not like a total Star Wars nut like some of the people at the Pop Culture Corner and around the industry. But I do like me a good Star Wars story. So this is good news for those people that really, really love Dave. I think Dave's deserved this for a long, long time. Long time. And I think this is really good news. He works on The Mandalorian. He's been doing The Mandalorian since day one. And I think the episodes that he directs in particular are always my favorite ones. So let me know below. Are you excited that he is finally getting recognized by Disney and Lucasfilm and getting one of those top spots right alongside Jon Favreau? And wait, so what happened to people talking about the Bad Batch? Really, though, really. What happened to people talking about the Bad Batch? Are you guys watching the Bad Batch? Let me know. Because I haven't heard much about it since its debut. And, I do this show, so I feel like I would have heard about it more. But yeah, it says, yeah, we're jacked, man. Hell yeah, Dave is definitely deserving of the role, and he'll do great things. I think so. What would you guys like to see him do? Would you like to see him come in and help with the films, like help with the live action Star Wars films? Because I feel like they could use a touch of Dave, a touch of Filoni, give him the Filoni verse. I know that Dave is really like well versed in the ways of George Lucas, and he knows the source material really well. Sorry, something over there was bugging me. But I know Dave is really, really hands-on and as far as his approach goes to Star Wars, and it really means a lot to him. So I feel like he's the guy that you want. That was pissing me off. That was pissing me off pretty much to the point where I was gonna lose my mind. OCD. But yeah, so Dave Filoni, excited for you, man. And I hope you do. I hope you do great things. But on to a topic that I've been wanting to talk about for a while. I am also going to make a shorter video, like one of my pop culture update ones. But the Titans. How many of you guys watch Titans? Let me know. Let me know, because I think it's a really good show. I really do. And it has its problems, of course. Of course it has its problems. It was originally on DC Universe, which, I mean, let's face it, was never going to survive. But yes, Titan season 3, rumored. Again, I cannot stress this enough. Potential spoilers, I suppose, by the way, as well. If you did not want to know anything about the plot, maybe this isn't something that you want to be a part of. But Titan season 3 is rumored for a mid-June drop. Was it June or July? I think it was June. I put June. Mid-June is what I think it was. Yes, it was mid-June. June 15th is the rumored debut for Titan season 3 on HBOmax or HBOvery, whatever it's going to be called. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, whatever it's called. I really like Titans. I thought season 2 ended pretty weird. I thought it was kind of corny the way it ended, with an unnecessary death of one of the main fun characters. Does everyone watch it here, or am I about to spoil some stuff for you? Let me know, really though, let me know if you don't want to know, or get out now, because I'm about to talk a little bit about season 1 and 2 of Titans. So if you haven't seen Titans, back out for a minute so I can get through this really quick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I like when no one leaves. That's good. That means y'all watched it. So Titans it got off to such a great start. It got off to, I'm not even kidding. It's one of my favorite live action shows from the DC world for a long time. Much better than The Flash, much better than anything that's in the Arrowverse, because it was so more adult oriented. Yeah, like the fuck Batman stuff was like, all right, it was a little over the top, whatever. We get it, Dick. No pun intended. Didn't. Yeah, but we get it. Like, you don't like Batman, you think he's a dick because all he did was try to give you a nice home, and so you never had to, ever want anything ever again. We know that's such a hard life that you lived. But yeah, Titans is great. Titan season 1, I did think that they slack in some areas with their storytelling. They need to do a better job of storytelling. But so far, so good. They're going a little bit of a different direction than some of the comic books have gone, but that's okay. We know that live action shows tend to take liberties where they can and where they should. This show is no exception, and it has taken several liberties along the way. But yes, so Batman is in it. Ian Glenn plays Batman, and in the first season, at the finale of the first season, they do they shoot it in a way where you can't see his face, so you don't meet Batman in season 1, but you see him. You also see the Joker, but he's got this it's like the halo thing that keeps your face together, and it's in like a nightmare sequence. Not that one, not that nightmare sequence. No. But it's in like a dream state when Robin is or Dick is being held captive. But yes, so we do see the Joker and we do see Batman, but it's not in the way that we would like it to be. However, rumor has it. Ooh, rumor has it. Ooh, rumor. No. Did that land? No. Okay. All right. But yes, so rumor has it that the Joker is going to be heavily featured in season 3. Now, you might ask, why all of a sudden? Well, I have that information for you, is because they are in fact doing the Red Hood storyline. They are going to take liberties come season 3 with the origins of Red Hood, but yes, they will be doing Red Hood. Now, Jason Todd, at the end of season 2, left the team after being dumped on Dick Grayson by Batman. So Batman pretty much dumps Jason Todd on Dick Grayson. That sounded really weird, but yeah, you know what I mean. So he dumps him on him. Then they go through their trials and tribulations of the season 2, and by the end of season 2, Jason Todd rides off into the sunset, and he is going to be returning as Red Hood. Now, we have seen some set photos that show off there's a wall with posters on it, and it's like wanted posters for the Titans. I'm assuming Cadmus has put out hits on it might be Cadmus, but it might not be. I don't know if Cadmus still has that kind of pull come season 3, but the Titans are wanted dead or alive, but you now see posters slapped on top of those by what is seeming to be Gotham citizens, and it says the rise of Red Hood. So they are definitely doing Red Hood. I wouldn't have minded if they waited a little bit longer. It seems this is a little bit too quick, but I mean, you can't hate them for it. We've yet to see a live action Red Hood, so I mean, as much as my body wants to tell me like, no, wait longer, I mean, I guess I'm all in. But yes, so Jason Todd, we don't know if they're going to do the Killing Joke. like that Killing Joke, Death in the Family. We don't know if they're going to go those routes. But Red Hood is going to, we don't know what his origin is basically. However, we do know that he's going to come. That leaves us, that moves us on to Blackfyre and Starfire. They are going to be the central theme or the central story of season 3. As we know, at the end of season 2, in like a post-credit sequence style, it seems that Blackfyre has now come to Earth. And Blackfyre and Starfire are going to be in more comic accurate outfits. I don't know if you guys have seen the promotional material or the concept art, but Starfire and Blackfyre both are getting some pretty dope outfits. Check those out. I don't really want to bring them up, but definitely check them out. They look great. Starfire, although in the comics is sometimes represented as a black woman, she is an alien usually, so the skin color is not black or white. I don't know. Do you guys like the route that they went with Titans, or do you not care? Is it just what it is? The Joker, again. So the Joker is going to be coming in season 3 in some form. Now, will they give us that season 1 treatment? Is anyone going to be actually cast as the Joker? We don't know. When will we get our first trailer? We also don't know. If this show is in fact dropping on June 15th or mid-June in general, then we should be getting our first look any day now, like literally any day now. But yes, so I don't know. I'm excited to see the Joker, but do I want to not be disappointed by the Joker? Yes. So I am very torn because I do not want the show to get too saturated, kind of like Gotham did. I don't want that. I think they did great with Deathstroke. The guy that played Deathstroke in Titans was right up there with the guy who played him in the Arrowverse and Joe Manganiello. I think all three of them, in their own respective ways, did amazingly as Slade Wilson and Deathstroke. They were all compelling. They all looked the part, and they were all straight badasses. I loved it. I spoke about this earlier. Barbara Gordon is, in fact, going to be making her first appearance in Titans. She will be far along in her career. Rumor has it. That was for the ambassador. But yeah, so Barbara Gordon will be late into her career. She potentially has already been Oracle, and she has definitely already been Batgirl. This is confusing, though. So she will already have gone through the Killing Joke. But will Jason Todd go through Death in the Family? It seems like the timeline can't really add up the right way. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't seem like it could go the way that it should. And they're going to alter some things. But we know we're getting Barbara Gordon as the commissioner of the GCPD, and we know we're getting Jason Todd as Red Hood. That would naturally lead you to believe that the Joker is coming, and he's going to come in full-fledged casting. But we don't know anything about it. This is either the best well-kept secret, or it's going to be like those angled shots where we only see the back of him, maybe with a crowbar killing Jason, and then Jason comes back, or shooting Barbara, and it's a backs. It shows him as like over the shoulder kind of shot. We don't know. We do know that season 3 is going to be more of a team story, whereas seasons 1 and 2 had the characters separated at most times. They weren't really a team until the end of season 2, where we get the shot where they're kind of like this, where they're walking together in one form, one team, and one Titans. What does it all lead up to, guys? What is the Titans leading up to? Like, what are they going to get to? Where is the end game for Titans? Let me know what you think in the comments below, because the story is going to have to end at one point. Where do you think that we're leading up to? It's a good question, actually. What story do you think that is going to converge and be the final story that we hear from the Titans? I think there's a long time until we do see that. I see the show going for another 2 or 3 seasons after this one coming up. But again, the story does have to end at some point Where do you think it will end? Where do you think it will end? All righty, guys. So back to the Snyderverse. So we know that it is now been deemed a success. The Zack Snyder's Justice League has been deemed successful in some numbers that have come out. They're not the exact official numbers from HBOmax, but we do know that the company did see it as successful. So what are you guys thinking about that? What are your guys' thoughts on this? Do you think that we should get now I really do want to ask a couple questions to you guys because this is important. Do you think that the Batman with Ben Affleck has a home on HB Discovery? Do you think there's a home for a show like the Batman with Ben Affleck, and then with a GCPD story from Robert Pattinson's Batman, and then everything else that they're doing with Titans, yada yada? Do you think this is a little bit too much, or do you think it's just the right amount? What are your hopes for the rest of the Restore the Snyderverse? Let me know. Let me know because I'm really interested to know. We got a couple minutes left. Does anyone have anything that they would like to talk about? So he says that the Amazo, Cameron says Amazo might show up. Cameron says Blackfyre invasion leading to War World or something. Oh, that's actually a really good. Yeah, I would dig that. The question is, will they intro Ra's al Ghul because he is the one who revived Jason with the Lazarus Pit? Exactly, and that's when I think Jason's gonna come back. So I think while he's gone, he's going to get killed by the Joker. But that doesn't. The timelines aren't adding up to me. Like I feel like I can't tell it. I can't make it make sense in my head. But yeah, 3 big DC stories in one season. This is why season 2 wasn't that good. Listen, how did you guys feel about that Donna Troy death? I did not like that death at all. That was the most corny. And that's the thing. Titans has always been pretty good. And I thought the choreography was really great. I thought the storylines are done well. I thought everything really about Titans was good up until season 2, like the last 3 or 4 episodes, 2-3 episodes actually. Like the fight with Deathstroke was very subpar. With the fight with Deathstroke, Jericho, and what's her name? What was her name? The Asian, this girl, Jericho. What was her name? Oh, she's in the corner right there next to Superboy. What was her name, guys? God damn it! I'm never gonna remember. I don't remember. But yeah, I thought that fight was super, super subpar. Like very subpar. And then the final battle where we saw Gar, Superboy, yada yada. That was the worst choreographed and lamest rushing of a scene I've ever seen. No, yeah, I know I said scene twice, but in 2 different spellings. But yeah, that was pretty rough. That was definitely pretty rough. I thought that was really hard to like sit through, and it was it was just so bad. And then Donna Troy, something's falling. It's like a big tower. She catches it, and she gets electrocuted. It's like, dude, she's an Amazon. Are you kidding me? Like, was she that expensive? Was her contract that expensive where you couldn't keep her on for a little bit? Jesus Christ. And if you were gonna kill anyone, you should have killed what's this girl, the blonde girl. I don't care for Dove at all. I thought Donna Troy was much better than Dove. I like Hawk and Dove, but their episodes are great. Don't get me wrong. I do love Hawk and Dove, but if I was going to choose who I kill, I would have killed Dove, not Donna Troy. Donna Troy, and they killed Aqualad before we even got to know him. We didn't even get to know Aqualad. He's already been dead. So I thought the show's taking some liberties, but it is what it is, guys. All right, so we are at that time. I had such a good time. It's been really fun. Guys, this is the last TY's Corner Live, and I really do appreciate everyone showing up for this today. the show when I created it was the Daily Show first. Well, actually, when it first came out, it was to watch TV shows or talk about my favorite TV shows. Then it transitioned into a daily show, and now it is going away. I will debut it on Fridays sometimes for like supernatural watch parties, which I will be starting again soon. Just had a lot going on. But this is the final TY's Corner. I know a little tear drops down, but the morning show will still be around. I'll be doing the morning show, almost every day. But we're going to be transitioning into Jiving with Jack. I do have a special little clip for you from Jiving with Jack. I'm going to show you a couple seconds of one of the intro clips that I edited. So here it is. Let me get it up for you. Oh, geez, that sounded terrible. Which one do we want? Which one do we want to do? Let's do this one. All right, so this is a little sneak peek of
the president of China. He actually read my letters. Ni hao ma. Oh, you speak English. Oh, thank God. I speak English too. Yes. You want to bring pop culture corner to China? Well, that's great. Oh, right. We have to get rid of Justice because he's black.
So that was just a little tease. But the show is going to definitely be funny. It's definitely going to push boundaries, and it's not going to be your average pop culture show. It is going to be a skit-based show, and then they're going to obviously be talking to each other as well. So it's going to have things like Flossing with Austin, which I'll give you one last sneak peek at the intro for Flossing with Austin. Yeah, it's very short, right? But it's just a little intro. But yeah, so everything's being worked out now. And Tuesday is the first episode of Jivin' with Jack. So guys, make sure to support those two. They're working really hard on this thing, and I really would appreciate it from the bottom of my heart if you could support them, just like you've always supported me. From the bottom of my heart, I love you all, truly. And without the show, who knows where I would be. Each one of you means more to me than you could possibly know. And again, I'm not going anywhere. So join me on the morning show, join me on Quick Tip, and join me anytime we have a guest and I do a solo night interview. I am just doing we're doing a lot, and we're excited to bring in this show to you. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be really funny, and you're still going to get all your news. You're just going to get it in a different way. So, guys, till next time, this has been really fun. This has been really fun, and this is the show, one of the ones that started it all. So, as it's pretty sad to see it transition and phase out. I am hopeful for the future, and I am very, very glad that you can all be a part of it. Trust me, like I can't thank you enough. And to everyone that has now become a patron, we have 11 people as members of the show. I never thought that would be something. Caden Reed, Odd, Nick DePalma, that one Carlos, Josh Robertson, Ruben K.S. Rivera, Susana SIDERI, Sean Adam Silvestri, Billy Robert, Joey B. Guys, you guys are the lifeblood of the Pop Culture Corner. But we can't forget the new subscribers as well. Ryan Hartwell, Mask of Shy, TOV, Sausu Faki. That sounds, yep, great. Elena A, Madeline, the beautiful, that girl, she's amazing. Ashley Jones, Lakshman Ramram, Dawn, just Dawn, Go Action, Sobat Hemat. You guys make us who we are, and you're the reason that we do it. We do it for you, and we do it for the culture, guys. Make sure to like this video, share it on social media so we can garner a larger audience, and we can do all this stuff with more people every single time. We couldn't do it without you. Truly. Consider becoming a patron. It's only $5 a month. It goes towards the overall success of the show. And we could do more skits like we've been doing with Jack. I'm telling you, they are so good, and we could do more of those kind of things with more HD. The stuff isn't cheap, so the more people that are members, the more and the better of the content you're gonna get. But we'll never stop producing content. That's obviously not going to be a thing. We do our best as always. We wouldn't put it out if we wouldn't watch it ourselves. So join me and Austin on the morning show tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern and 9 a.m. Pacific, not p.m. All right, guys. It's about that time. It's about that time.